Thank you, Madam Acting Deputy President. The Greens are continuing their war on natural gas, their war on humanity. Gas keeps the lights on when their wind turbines and solar panels aren't working, and that's often. This afternoon, here in New South Wales, ACT, part of New South Wales, within New South Wales is facing blackouts as wind and solar supplied less than a quarter of energy needs. Facing blackouts. With the abundance of coal, oil and natural gas under our feet, Australia is an energy superpower. Hydrocarbon fuels, coal, oil and natural gas, the energy miracles, the human development miracles, the human progress miracles. Australia is the top 3 gas exporter, the top 2 coal exporter. We are the largest exporters of energy in the world. Instead now Australia, though, is facing blackouts and energy rationing like we're a third world country. Thank you. The New South Wales government has asked households to turn off their air conditioners, pull the blinds down, turn off the dishwashers and turn off the lights this afternoon. Third world. Thank you. Next, they'll probably ask everyone to just curl up in the fetal position on the floor. The anti-human greenies are winning. Coal is being shut down as they want, and this is the result. Australians suffer. East Coast Australians suffer. You're not going to believe the Greens' brilliant solution to this. Just wait for it. They want to ban gas, so your gas stovetop and your gas hot water heater is forcibly converted to electric. Electric stoves and hot water systems that you'll be banned from turning on when wind and solar doesn't give the grid enough power. You can't make this up. Now think about this. Electricity prices are at record highs thanks to solar and wind. 3 times what they used to be, treble. Now we're having less electricity because we're relying on solar and wind more, and we're having increased demand because we're switching from gas to electricity. What will that do to prices? You can't make this up. I guess you don't need to turn your dishwasher on anyway if you can't turn on your electric cooktop to cook dinner. This is the green dream. No gas, no lights, no cooking, no red meat, no fun. It's the hypocrisy that's the worst part, though. The Greens want to ban us using coal here, yet it's perfectly fine to ship coal over to China. China uses that coal to make wind turbines and solar panels, and our dopey government buys them back off China. We subsidise the Chinese to do it. We subsidise the Chinese to install them. We subsidise the Chinese and other parasitic billionaires and corporations to run them. Who pays for those subsidies? People who use electricity. The Greens are fine with that. Buying coal products from China is fine, solar and wind turbines. Using coal here is not. One Nation says, unleash the resources we have in our country for the benefit of all Australian people. Talk to Queenslanders about the services and infrastructure being built from coal royalties. China gives token signals about solar and wind while using coal, nuclear and hydro. China produces 4.5 billion tonnes of coal a year, the world's largest producer by a long way, heading for 5 billion. Australia, what do we produce? 560 million tonnes, and a lot of our coal is exported. Some of it to China because they can't get enough with their 4.5 billion. India produces around 1.4 billion tonnes of coal, 3 times what we produce, and buys more from Australia. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they want what we have, a developed nation with people living longer, safer, more secure, more prosperous, more comfortable, easier lives. They know the secret to these is affordable hydrocarbon fuels, coal, oil and natural gas. Britain started its climb to development using coal. America continued that using coal and then added the benefit of using oil and gas. High energy density fuels released from using animals as beasts of burden stopped us using slaves, reduced exposure to harsh work conditions and work environments. Why are hydrocarbon fuels so powerful, so effective in lifting us to higher standards of living? Repeatedly proven around the world. I'll tell you why. High energy density, which lowers unit energy costs. More energy, lower costs. And that gives us productivity. That's why coal, oil and natural gas are so important. The largest component of manufacturing costs today is electricity. We are now uncompetitive because our electricity costs are amongst the highest. That hurts jobs. The Greens are anti-jobs, anti-development, anti-civilisation, anti-human. Only one nation will end net zero and pull us out of the UN Paris Agreement. to restore affordable, secure energy.
Thank you, Senator Roberts.